Form a powerful coalition. The second step, a team. Together, everybody achieves more. Synergy gives you energy. Hebu piga kofi kwa kutumia kidole ndogo hivi. Amna sauti. Hii ni wakati you are egocentric, you are selfish, you don't want to consult anybody, you think you are an alpha and omega, but then you discover you have a friend you can discuss with your issues and things could improve. Now you're two of you together. You know, there is an increase in the volume, in the sound. Now you are three, you discover another friend, and then four, and then five. So the more you are, the bigger the sound. And that's where the network works quite a lot. Convince people that change is necessary. This often takes strong, and this is really needed in Mombasa. I wish you young people could do this. To make people realize there's a need for change. There's a need for an overhaul. You know, an overhaul? Overhaul. To bring a transformation in Mombasa. Convince people that change is necessary. This often takes strong leadership and visible support from key people within your organization. Managing change isn't enough. You have to lead the change. Because everything begins on the depends on the leadership. What we do, identify the true leaders in your organization. Somebody was sharing with me the idea of a leadership academy. You have to identify those talents, then put them together, and then train them for the future. Ask for an emotional commitment from these key people. Work on team building within your change coalition. Check your team for weak areas and ensure that you have a good mix of people from different departments and different levels within your company organization. We guide, educate, and inspire people to become better leaders. Change to successfully transform organization. They enrich lives today and build a better world for future generation and become better. Number 3, create a vision for change. When you first start thinking about change, there will probably be many great ideas and solutions, what we call floating around. Link these concepts to an overall vision that people can grasp easily and remember. A clear vision can have everyone understand why you are asking them to do something. When people see for themselves what you are trying to achieve, then the directives they are given tend to make more sense. What is the vision of Future Pillar? What is the vision? What is the vision? What is the vision? To see to be or to see. Which one is right? Which one is right? To see or to be when you're writing a vision? Which one do you use? To see or to be? To be. The vision must always begin with to be.
Yes.
And some people say you write it in a present tense structure, so that it's like it's already there. You're already seeing it. Many people make mistakes when they're writing their vision. They mix up between vision and mission. They write vision like mission and mission like objectives. Then at the end of the day, you're not able to use it to push other people to see what you're able to do. Determine the values that are central to the change. Develop a short summary, 1 or 2 sentences that captures what you see as the future of your organization. Create a strategy to execute that vision. Ensure that your change coalition can describe the vision in 5 minutes or less. Practice your vision speech often. One important step towards that direction for any organization is every member of that organization must memorize the vision. Must memorize the vision. Must memorize the mission. Must memorize the working principles and the values of that organization. And that is how you social market that organization. Because if you can remember it, definitely you can achieve it, you can do it, and you can convince somebody to support that particular organization. What makes a leader? A leader always communicates the vision. Communicates the vision. So if somebody cannot remember the vision of the organization, there is a problem there. It must be on your fingerprint. What you call the branding tools of the organization, the vision, the mission, the strategic objectives, the core values of that organization must be on the fingertips of every member of that organization. Because that's what stirs you, motivates you, pushes you to be serious with your commitment to that organization. 4, communicate the vision. What you do with your vision after you create it will determine your success. Your message will probably have stronger competition from other day-to-day communications within the company or organization. So you need to communicate it frequently and powerfully and embed it within everything that you do. It's also important to walk the talk. What you do is for the more important and believable than what you say. Demonstrate the kind of behavior that you want from others. So again, that becomes the canopy of the organization. So what do we do then? Lead by example, not by force. Talk often about your change vision. Openly and honestly address people's concerns and anxieties. Apply your vision to all aspects of operation, from training to performance review, everything back to the visions. Lead by example. That's what John Maxwell says. The leader knows the way, shows the way, but finally walks the way. Either unakuwa bata ama unakuwa kuku. You are either a mkokoteni or you are a wheelbarrow. Which one is better? Which method of leadership is good? Mkokoteni ama wheelbarrow? Which one is good? Which style of parenting is good? Ya bata ama ya kuku?
Ya kuku is
nani amesema ya kuku? Bilai, vipi ni nzuri?
Differentiation, kuku kawaida is always one.
Anako mbele na watoto wako nyuma. Wa kuku? Bata ndio uko mbele.
Bata nimeona mimi.
Sasa
sijaona vizuri lakini confuse wa kawaida.
Wengine wanaacha
bata ndio yuko mbele. Watoto wako nyuma. Sasa kuviokota vile vitoto mpaka ukavimaliza. Bata bado hajajua. Yuko mbele huko. Lakini kuku watoto wako mbele, yeye yuko nyuma.
So kuku ndo good leader.
So which one is better? Kuku. What do you mean?
Leader shows the way, walks the way.
Yule aliyoko mbele. Kiongozi ni yule aliyoko mbele. Is the face of the organization. And everything that will happen with him first before anybody else. Kama nikuwa ule wa yeye mbele. Kisha wengine wanafuata. Sidia na kadhalika.
Kama yupita yeye.
Na wheelbarrow na mkokoteni, what's the difference? Wheelbarrow, why? Wasukuku. Mkokoteni usiseme Ruto Wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow uko mbele, wewe uko nyuma.
Kupeleka watu Are you sure my friend mkokoteni?
Si mkokoteni singine unaweza kuvuta hivi ama unazopita.
Lakini the ideal situation, the ideal position of mkokoteni ni kuvuta.
Mbele, utakuwa mbele.
The ideal. Yeah. The other one is not ideal. Particularly after kubeba mizigo, utakuwa mbele wengine wakusaidia. So that's the best style in leadership. Okay? Good communication is not just data transfer. You need to show people something that addresses their anxieties, that accepts their anger, that is incredible in every gut level set, and that evokes faith in the vision. That's what John Porter, who is the founder of this model. Again, 5, remove obstacle. Remove every obstacle. Work on the limitation. Tafuta zile threats ambazo zinafanya usikue na usiachieve your vision. Identify them. Put in place the structure for change and continually check for barriers to it. Removing obstacle can empower the people you need to execute their vision, and it can help the change to move forward. Make it easy for people. Don't make it so hard. Okay, everybody is complaining today that the taxes are chasing away the investors, and even the Kenyans themselves have stopped investing because there's too much. In fact, when you go to shops, people don't want you to pay with M-Pesa anymore. Wanakwambia withdraw. Don't use pay bill. Don't use buy bill. Withdraw. Kwa sababu the taxes are too many. So it's like when you think you are helping people or helping situation, you are making it worse. I like the mentalities of Somalis. If you're a Somali, don't feel bad about that. I'm just using it as a example. Somalis believe in quantity. You sell in large numbers. Therefore, they make things cheaper, and therefore people buy in large number. The profit margin is very low, but when it is bought in large number, you get a bigger profit. Indians are different. Indians want to make a bigger profit in small. It's different. The Somalis and the Indians who are here, don't worry about that. It's just an example. So in life, you have to look at what is the best way to attract young people into future pillar organization. If you put a registration fee of 1,000, will it be able to work?
No.
Okay, will they come? Therefore you have to make it friendly to the target group. The mentees must feel comfortable to join the mentorship program. Again, what do? Identify or hire change leaders whose main roles are to deliver a change. That's why consultancy is the best business to do. Because the only thing you do is to change the language and you make people pay you millions. Can you imagine that? You bring people together, they're the ones who will tell you what to do. Then you put it in that professional language and then you give them the report and then they give you 500,000. It's interesting, isn't it? You know the job that gives you more money these days in the world? Which career is highly paying today in the 21st century? IT?
Sports.
No corruption, no medicine. Thinking. Have you heard people who are strategists? Their work is just to think for governments, for big organizations, for big companies. They have nothing. Their work is just to think. Paper and pen only. Okay? They put them in special rooms or in special labs or whatever they call it. And their work is just to produce ideas. Those are highly paid people because they are paid per second. Okay, and the idea is that idea will generate the money. The idea generates, you're given a certain percentage of that money, apart from being paid for developing that idea. So if you want to be a highly paid individual, get into the business of thinking. And I want you to Google. There are latest books on how to think. That if you want to be a leader or a strategist or a visionary person, you can't miss reading those books. Just put 2023 versions of how to think. Then you see all the books and articles. Read them, please. Read them. They're very nourishing. You know, they're empowering. Even if you don't become a leader, you don't become a nobody, you become a good decision maker. Okay, because you get those skills of thinking. So recognize and reward people for making the change happen. Identify people who are resisting the change and help them see what's needed. Take action to quickly remove barriers, or human or otherwise, or material, so that the path is clear. You should be there. Anyone who works hard to make life easy for others, what happened to that person? Their life becomes easier. If you want life to be easy for you, make life easy for others. If you do what is hard on you, life becomes easy for you. Do what is hard and life becomes easy. But if you do what is easy, life becomes very hard. And that's what's happened to many young people in Mombasa. They take it so easily. And then things becomes very hard, difficult, because they are used to that easy life. A good strategic plan makes everything possible. But you got to think strategically. 6, create short-term wins, because people have a tendency of getting bored, tired, and giving up very easily. So if your program is a long-term program, divide it in short-term periods where people can see success, because every success leads to another success. Nothing motivates more than success. Give your company or organization or individual a taste of victory early in the change process. A mentee should see an improvement as you interact with them very quickly, within a short time frame. This could be a month or a year, depending on the type of change. You will want to have results that your staff or yourself can see. Without this, critics and negative thinkers might hurt your progress. Vishindo waingia kwenye maskuli, angalia results zilikuwaje. ati mwaka jana walikuwa Alidina, angalia results za Alidina zingeuka pale pale, maybe even worse. Now what did we do? Yeah? So it's very important for us to be very strategic. It's not just about results of KCSE. What other changes really took place when you're taking these boys through a mentorship program? Now write that one down and share it out so that people can see what was done here. Even if ultimately the results were not very good, there are so many factors that contribute into good results. But now you have other things to showcase that work was truly done. And in any organization, that too, you should start with things that don't need money, and then move things to things that will show results very quickly, and now embark on long-term programs and projects. And that way, to get support becomes much easier. What do we do then? Look for surefire projects that you can implement without help from any strong critic or the change. Don't choose early targets that are expensive. You want to be able to justify the investment in your project. Thoroughly analyze the potential pros and cons of your target. If you don't succeed with an early goal, it can hurt your entire change initiative.